Salutare lume și bine v-am regăsit la un episod din Assassin's Creed 3. Dacă n-ai zis ce v-aș vrea să apăsați butonul de like, deoarece mă ajută și mă motivează să postez mai multe episoade. Prima serie de pe canal, Assassin's Creed 3. Jocul ăsta este un joc extraordinar de bun și care merită jucat. Deci, hai să-i dăm
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars. As the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him, however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Ok. Primul episod o să fie mai mult cutscene și mai puțin gameplay, deci... Da, nu o să vedeți foarte mult gameplay. Cred că din episodul 2 o să lasă mai moale așa cu cutscene-urile.
We're here.
Ce-mi place la trilogia Assassin's Creed, că jocurile chiar se leagă între ele. Adică... există o legătură foarte mare între jocuri. Se mișcă în 60 de frame-uri.
Let's go.
Bun. Acesta este Desmond Miles. Băi, da, frumos e la moare. Ce cu lanterna asta la buzunar? Ah, graffiti, wow. Ia, ce mai face nebun?
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Ce sunt cutiile alea? Și tot cade așa. Încă n-am jucat toate Assassin's Creed-urile precedente. Sunt la 2, trebuie să termin 2, după aia vine Brotherhood, Revelations și apoi 3. Deci mai e ceva. Dar eu o să filmez 3, 4 și vedem după.
I think we're here.
Here unde? Foarte ciudat. Olo! Ne-a căzut chestia asta. Asta e ok. Mamă, ce pe perete. Ok. Ce mă? Hai de capăt și pe bază să
The key. You must find the key.
Son? Sir.
Ce mă asta?
Here we go again.
What?
Desmond?
Asta din picioare. Serios.
Do you hear us?
Da.
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Și nu cred că e aia îmbrăcată în galben. Știu la ce se referă.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Ah, ce am să te tutorial. Ok. A, fără space. Înțeles. Era obișnuit să apăs și click dreapta și space.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Stai. Nu pe aici, nu? Ok. Să sari pe... Sau pe aici, mă. Bă, ce mă asta? A, nu pot. Ce mi s-a părut că... Ok. Ha, mă, ca să le faci oricine.
run your way through this little obstacle course. That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond, follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Aoleu. Ce face bă ăsta? Bă, Gogule, ia. Bă, nu văd asta cu mine. Bun. Ia uite-l pe ăsta. Mamă, ce mai e asta. Face șmecherie aici cu mine. Mișto se construiește tot.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
O să-mi sper că un templu. Este prima oară în Assassin's Creed când noi jucăm cu templari. Bine, înțeleg că mai și jocul rău, care e tot jocul joci cu templari.
Everything all right, sir?
Asta,
Yes,
înțelegi.
fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Hai să intrăm, zic. Deadly performance. Bun, start mission. Hai să vedem.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Nu-i nevoie.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Nu știu, pur și simplu s-a părut mai ușor de instalat. Dacă tu e normal.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
Ok. Da, scuzați-mă. Scuze.
My apologies.
O, ne uităm la montaj.
Evening, Hatham.
Bă, ce coadă de
Reginald?
fiotam să moară.
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once, my father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Pe cine?
And the stakes because he's so great thinks he's trade as honest as mine.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
Aha,
Like me
am
too, he
înțeles.
acts in a double capacity.
I already have.
Against Roach and
Strategic
for.
pusă pentru
But is
cineva.
but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by them.
Sir, Black Maul, that sick word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters.
A thousand
Scuze,
pardons.
scuze, dar
So sorry. My apologies.
da jos.
We may satisfy that I'll soften the evidence.
L-am pus pe...
Oh, Dad, sir, is found guilty.
Hai să
A
vedem.
lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to
ce
if
nu?
he did not lend his hand.
Acum apăsat
This
de
is death without reprieve.
Dar
I made
lumea nu
us
vede că eu cați pe toate astea.
Tom gag.
Nu o interesează.
Let me I know I'll save
Jo,
up
det
on
förstår jag.
transportation. So I can get more by her staying in.
Ai de cap,
Betty
ocupați
has a
aici.
lot more goods into our locked year than any five of the gang. And in truth, it's a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her off, she may be in the common course of business. Leave her 12 months longer. I love to let women skate.
Deci să ajungem în partea cealaltă.
And always let the see it
O să fie o cale lungă.
the gang depends on it. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the devil.
Find the way backstage. Big lock. Yeah. Check this. The mouse up and down to locate and hold the ranking angle. Press the mouse buttons. Ah, okay, am înțeles. Levels.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
Fingers. Oh shit. What a shit tot cadă ăștia cu sărit.
Jeremy's really burning the boards tonight. He's a moth.
He's a mod. Bun. Îl asasinăm. Hai zi, doar că îl asasinăm. Mă, zi ceva.
Hey, Ethan.
Am înțeles.
You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Ah, sunt prieteni, bă. Sunt prieteni buni ăștia.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
Sau nu?
As am I.
Și bam, uitam. Yay! Prima asasinare din jocul ăsta. Ce faci, bă, copchile? Nu s-a întâmplat, mă, mamă, ce bă, ăștia. Taci din gura, copile. Se rămână șițele. Se uita aia la mine. Bun, hai să vedem. Exit the Opera House. Ia, ce s-a făcut? Nu se devine boss. Nu a descoperit. Eu, ce-i pe ăștia, mă, căși?
But I've done no wrong. I swear it. Any weapons? A man was killed in the upper balcony.
Oh my!
Da, deci a luat seama de ce.
I beg your pardon. No pushing, please. Patience, please. Let us through.
Order! We must have order!
It happened right at that balcony.
What are those men doing?
I'm scared where it came.
Peace, friends! There is no danger! Move! Move! Imbecile!
Eu, uite-l pe ăsta. Dă-te,
Where are you going?
Gata, de la perete.
I'll search along here. You search down there. Very well. Find anyone, give a shout.
Nu are cum să știe că se poate. Că eu sunt asasinat. Așa mă se deseamă totul, pentru că a fost doar memory sequence. Bun.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that to be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen.
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command. Although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Deadly performance. Den synkronizat full. Hai, boss, că n-am chestia. Bun, iar suntem în această chestie ciudată.
Fresh air might do me good.
Dar aici încheiem și noi episodul. Sper că v-a plăcut. Nu uitați, dați like pentru mai multe episoade. Ne auzim data viitoare. Pa, pa!